Do not tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell the truth about others. I believe that is a quote from Virginia Woolf. So I want you to think about that, and we're going to dive in deep and apply it to you and why you're not getting what you want in your life. Hey everyone, my name is Kim Velez. I am a conscious life and success coach, a former trauma therapist, and literally this channel is about impacting millions of people to level up, to know their worth and value, and manifest the life of their fucking dreams. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and definitely forward to people that need to be hearing this message. We want this channel to grow. We want people to really get in touch with their true self and their empowered self so that they can cultivate a beautiful, dope-ass reality and not suffer in the process. Okay, so let's talk about this beautiful quote. If you do not tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell it about others. So how does that apply? Well, that applies with you all trying to force yourself to see a specific person lovingly, or trying to change a circumstance in your reality when you refuse to understand how your self-concept in relation to it is the primary story that should be recalibrated. And a lot of you are still fixated on, I just need something outside of me to be different so that I know I feel good. You cannot see someone lovingly when you don't see yourself lovingly in relation to them. And what you're desiring is for someone to know that you're amazing and incredible, yet you don't fucking know it. And a lot of you lie to yourself and say, no, I do know it, Kim, but I'm seeing what my SP is doing. I had a comment today and this kind of sparked the video. I see specific persons not doing what I want them to do, so which is it? Well, then you don't know you're amazing in relation to what you want. You may know you're amazing in other areas of your life, but if you're literally looking at your 3D reality and you're deciding based off that in this current moment means you're not getting what you want, then you don't know you're worthy to receive it, period, point, fucking blank. Because if you did, then the 3D circumstance would not be swaying you. When we know things as truths, then we don't let anything else tell us otherwise. So you can't sit here, those of you that are wasting your mindset or wasting the mental energy of trying to convince yourself that SP loves you and wants you and chooses you when you don't fully love yourself, know your worth to be chosen, know you're amazing and incredible, and know what you want is inevitable, you're literally wasting time. That's what you're doing. And it's not judging. We all do it to some extent. Some of you are getting really bad coaching, I don't even know what's coaching, but advice out there where people who haven't manifested specific persons, or they have a shitty self-concept themselves and they have a shitty relationship, are telling you the wrong thing. So you have to decide for yourself, why am I obsessing over something outside of me rather than obsessing about myself? Why do I not want to focus and put attention on creating my new self-concept? When you have a fucking 5-star self-concept, your reality will be 5-star. Like, that is the whole point, as so within, so without, right? So that's the piece you're missing. Also, the other thing is that you guys are really understand you're trying to control things instead of be someone who knows things. I'm going to say that again because that's powerful. Pause it and replay this part. You are trying to control things rather than be someone who knows things. If you knew something, then you would not need evidence to tell you that this is happening or not happening. You know something. When we know something is truth, again, we don't let 3D tell us otherwise. And if you look at any area of your life where you were successful, where you had a belief system, a knowing deep in you that somehow, some way, this was what was going to happen, but yet you had no evidence in your reality. Some of you might have had the complete opposite of evidence in your reality showing up, but you still knew something as fact for you despite what was showing up, and you didn't let it sway you, and then you went on to manifest at some point what it is that you knew about yourself. So that is the power. That is what Neville talks about when he says, like, if you dare to assume it, then nothing, can stop you in the power. I don't remember his quote exactly, but something along the lines that if you dare to assume it, then nothing in the world, on earth can stop you from receiving it. So it's not just enough to say, oh, I assume I'm this. That's where a lot of you lie to yourself. I mean, we have to reprogram our mind through repetition. We're commanding our mind to think and know something different. But until you know it, it's not going to stick. Until you know it, you're going to be swayed by the 3D. And it's okay. That's part of the process because you believe in your old self concept more and the old story of you and what you get to have than you do in the new one yet, because the new one isn't fully formulated in you. It isn't stuck in you. You don't know it as your truth yet. That's why you do the repetition. You're not doing the repetition to make it happen faster. That's a false fucking story right there. That you're trying to control something rather than be someone who knows something. So we're programming your mind to know something different, or you're programming your mind to know something different about you and what you get to have, and persisting in that. And where the fuck is your faith in this? Where's your faith in trusting in the unseen? Where's your faith in knowing that what you desire will be? And if you're struggling with that, it's only because you have a low self-concept. Because when you feel good about you and you're being triggered in your 3D reality, or something's happening in your 3D reality, you do not let that determine for you that means you're not going to get what you want. Instead, what you do if you're triggered, you go within and you reprogram your mind and you do the techniques and you keep your mental diet on point and allow yourself to kind of process and understand, okay, I'm just being triggered, but here's what's happening, here's who I am. And you continuously practice on shifting your mindset and the way you feel into the version of you that knows what they want is theirs. That's what it means to know it's done. You don't know it's done just because you said, oh, it's done, it's done. I used to see that all the time. I claim it, I know it's mine, I know it's done. And yet you don't because you're doubting it and you don't know your worth and value. Because when you really do understand that you can have anything you want, then you're not scared that you're not going to get everything that you want. You know it's yours. So you know it's literally just a matter of it will show up when it shows up, and that you just keep getting the internal world aligned with the version of you that is already living that life, that already knows different facts. She already knows things, right? I talk to her all the time. I'm like, what do I need to know? Who do I need to be? Show me the path, light up the fucking path. Bring me in the people, bring me in the ideas, bring me in the events to fold in the most magical, peaceful, blissful, exciting fucking way. So we don't want chaos, right? We don't want it to be in a negative way. So you really get to decide, in the sense that's the area you control, is where's your focus going and what are you going to reprogram your mind with and what are you choosing to believe. Every belief is a decision we make to either keep it or reprogram it. Now, through the reprogramming process, for some people can take longer than other, but the minute you decide, I want this, and you internally shift into that state, you are literally that version of you. Now, it may only last half a second, but that's okay. You've tapped into it. So now you just got to keep practicing it over and over until you can hold it longer and longer and longer. And then eventually it becomes the dominant you. So this is what the work is, right? The work is changing your viewpoint, changing your story of you in relation to what you want, and not trying to control and dictate circumstances. This is why Neville was so heavily focused on living in the end instead of doing the shit of like manifesting a text or manifesting, an extra $1,000 this month, because that is not the full picture. So you're trying to manifest in a very beginner step, and then you're gonna not have anything else after that. So why even waste your time with that? Why not understand, okay, this is where I could be in 3 months, this is where I could be in 6 months, this is what my reality could look like in a year, this is what it could look like in 3 years and 5 years, and go fucking big. What if in 3 months you could have a total identity shift and actually know who the fuck you are and feel amazing and incredible and confident, loved, wanted, and chosen, and rich and abundant, all the things that you do not feel right now? What if you could be that version of you in 3 months or 6 months or a year or whatever? How different would you be in your life be in that time period? What if you wanted to go really big with a business idea, or have a massive up level financially, or just whatever it is you want, a new relationship? Well, what if in 6 months time or a year from now, you literally could have all of that manifested in your reality? So go big with it. Stop worrying about, I fucking need, this thing to show up right now in order for me to know I'm going to get it, except it's not the thing that you actually want. It's just you still trying to control and get a little step to manifest so you feel better about things. Well, then you're kind of training yourself yet again that I need 3D evidence. You're not getting the end result, and you're not allowing the bridge of incidents to continue on. You're not trusting in the unseen. And this is the thing. This is how you you practice in becoming this way so that you manifest so much easier, so that it isn't a fucking struggle, so that you don't feel insecure as fuck. And when you are triggered, you know how to move yourself out quick, 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 because that's what we want. We don't want to stay stuck in a state that says I'm not good enough to get what I want, right? We don't want to keep manifesting in a reality where it's shit all the time, right? We don't want to just only manifest in a sliver here and there. We want to change the internal programming to go from I feel separate, I'm scared, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to get what I want, to an internal state that says, holy fuck, everything I want is mine. Holy fuck, I feel confident as hell. Holy fuck, this is it. I am so worthy to receive, and it feels so good. And expand your level of consciousness in order to even go bigger with what those dreams and realities are that you may want to manifest. Okay, so if you need help with this, you should be in my weekly coaching group, because we talk about this shit every week, and we do a lot of fun activations in there too, and just really do things to up level. And there's texting support in the community as well. So it's amazing and incredible. And if you want to change, just click below. Details are below, and I'll see you. Bye.